Hello guys, today we'll be talking about what are the swing states of 2024. These are the this is according to the polls. These will be the swing states of 2024. Well, we can also exclude Michigan as well, but most polls are saying that Trump might actually win the state of Michigan at this current moment by 5. We'll not be including any states that Trump could win. Is it up the polls by 5? Okay, it is kind of odd that Trump is winning Michigan by 5. Very odd. Meanwhile, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, they were basically even. Okay, but every poll has said Michigan is going to vote right of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, which is very, very odd because Michigan voted to the left of both states in 2020, and I think in 2016 as well. But the 4 states, these are the 5 states I think Trump should. I think also Michigan as well. We're gonna exclude Michigan because reasons, and also Maine at large. These are the states that Trump ideally should be spending money in. Okay, these states here. Okay, Democrats have pulled out of Georgia. Nevada has been trending rightward. Okay, well, basically, the independent voters have basically the only ones that could sway the election in their favor. Okay, you gotta realize how bad the Joe Biden campaign is. Okay, Joe Biden wants to flip Florida, which it isn't happening. Okay, Joe Biden is not gonna win the state of Florida. Okay, it's like if Trump went and said, "Oh, let's flip Colorado because we won Colorado 10 years ago, no, 20 years ago." Kind of like Joe Biden, they go, "Oh, we're going to flip Florida. Obama won Florida, so I'm going to win Florida even though he lost Florida twice." Okay? And we're excluding Georgia and Nevada, as both of those states, Trump is up by at least 7 in the average of the polls. Okay. And we can exclude Michigan as well, because Michigan, he's up 5 on the average, which is pretty strange. Okay, it's pretty strange that Trump's up 7 in Michigan, 5 in Michigan. Okay, so if Trump truly has Michigan unlocked, he wins the election. He wins the election, because he truly has Georgia and Michigan and Nevada on lock, especially Georgia and Nevada, because if he wins both Georgia and Nevada, okay, he's going to have to win either Pennsylvania or Michigan, which Michigan is friendly towards Trump, or you have to win a combination of 2 other states to win the election. Okay, so let's go state by state of all the comparative states to see if Trump can win them. First is Arizona. I think of all the states, Joe Biden, and then besides, of course, Minnesota and Virginia, which still both states are polling friendly towards Joe Biden, Arizona as a state has been trending away from Republicans. Okay, I do think Trump may hold on to Arizona one last time in this election. Now it's just the Midwest and Virginia. Okay, can Joe Biden lose Minnesota? Okay, it is a possibility. Joe Biden may be forced to spend money in Minnesota to keep the state. Same thing with Virginia. This is gonna make it easier for Trump to win these 3 states. Okay, it's gonna make it easier for Trump to win Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Okay, it's gonna be much easier for him to win these 3 states. Okay, simply because Joe Biden is wasting his money in Florida, a state he can't win. Texas probably as well, another state he's not gonna win. Or a state like Nevada, which voter registration is going in the opposite way against the Democrats, which is very strange because Nevada is mostly just a city, and that's basically the whole state. Okay, Nevada is just Las Vegas, but apparently the Democrats are being so bad in Nevada that they don't want anything to do with Democrats anymore. They even just elected a Republican governor in Nevada. So this could be the likely map. Also, we got to fill DC, and then the last thing is Maine at Wards. Joe Biden could probably win Maine at Wards as well. So yeah, that's it about this here, about the elections here. Again, things could get worse for Joe Biden. He might lose Minnesota. He might lose Virginia. Okay, he might win. He might lose both of those states. Okay. Minnesota. Okay. Democrats may be taking the state for granted. Okay, same thing with Virginia. Okay. I think Democrats ramped up spending in Virginia after they realized they could lose the state. Okay, same thing with Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Okay, they realized they might lose these states in the future, so they're gonna ramp up spending on Virginia and Minnesota and New York. Especially, they might even ramp up spending in New York because they're scared that New York might get close. Okay, I think the Democrats, kind of like the Republicans in 2022, I think they're walking into a trap. Okay, they're walking into a trap with Trump, with the of course the election is competitive, obviously, but they're walking into the trap the Republicans walked into 2022. Republicans got complacent. They started spending in safe blue districts. Okay, and you can say, and some people can say, but they stole the election. Okay, no, it's because your party spent money in safe blue seats that weren't gonna flip, and refused to spend money. And let's just say the Northern District of Ohio they lost, okay, or another district that they sort of got in the bag, or they almost lost, or like the Colorado seat, or some Pennsylvania seats, or as well. But they had some of these elections in the bag, and they just screwed them over. The Republican Party refused to fund certain candidates, refused to fund, swing districts or swing candidates, and they got outspent and they lost. Okay, we could have had a Pennsylvania Republican governor, Michigan Republican governor, Wisconsin Republican governor, if they didn't spend money trying to save their candidates in Alaska to win. Okay, their candidate, I think it was in like the Senate, the candidate in Alaska to win. Okay, that was the whole thing that they were fighting, so they could get the candidate in Alaska to win. Okay, well, yes, it made a lot of sense for them to spend money in Oregon, because Oregon, you had a major third-party candidate, and that state was flippable at the time as well. Same thing in New York. Well, Arizona got the states within like 10. Okay. But shows that New York and Oregon could still be winnable for Republicans as well. But I don't see Trump spending too much money in New York. Trump's going to spend time getting the states that he knows he can win. Well, there's probably why they're saying he's going to win Michigan outright. Okay. So even without these other swing states, okay, did I do something? Oh, I flipped Oklahoma blue. Oklahoma is our blue state. Okay, so especially if this is the map of 2024, and Michigan is truly on walk for Trump, this is bad news for Joe Biden. Very bad news for the Democrat governor. Not Democrat Party. Even I have gaffes. Okay, but at least I fixed them, and unlike Joe Biden. Okay, but it's very likely that this could be the map, and these states without less than within 5, and we'll just put Michigan down too. These states are the swing states. Trump needs to win Michigan, as he probably will, going off the polls. Okay, because a lot of polls typically tend to underestimate Trump. Maybe not this election, but if Trump is up 5 in Michigan, he's probably gonna win the state. Okay, if Trump's up 5 in the state, okay, like I didn't look at polls of Georgia and Arizona. I think Trump was doing horribly in the polls in both of those states. But if Trump is doing this well in North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, he doesn't have to spend that much money in all 3 of those states. I know Trump's going to get complacent, obviously. He's still going to spend money in Georgia, North Carolina, and Florida, but he doesn't need to put his priorities in those 3 states, especially Florida and North Carolina. I think Trump knows he's going to win both of those states. He's still going to spend some money in those 2 states and Georgia, but I think most of Trump's spend is going to be in the Midwest, the 3 Midwestern states, and Arizona. Those are the 4 states that are in contention along with Maine at large. Okay, Maine at large will probably vote for Joe Biden. So basically, the 4 states Trump is going to spend money in is Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And to as extent Nevada and Georgia. Trump's not going to spend that much in North Carolina. That's not really a swing state in this cycle. Okay, you have to put it based off the polls as the swing states, which are within 5 if it is within the margin of error. Okay, if you exclude Michigan, these are the states within the margin of error, according to polls. These are the states within the margin of error: Minnesota, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Arizona. These are the states that are competitive states that both Trump and Biden are going to have to spend a lot of money in, because, again, the competitive states always change. Okay, and let's just say Biden also wins Maine at large, but at this current moment, Trump has the advantage in electoral votes. Biden is going to have to seriously spend more money in Michigan, but again, Biden will have to spend money in freaking Florida, a state that he isn't winning, a state that has 1 million more Republicans than Democrats. Oh, but Biden could get the independents to come out to vote. No, that's not happening. Independents hate Biden in Florida. Okay, everyone in Florida hates Joe Biden. They're not going to vote for Joe Biden. Okay, Biden needs to focus on these 5 states, same thing with Trump. Okay, if Trump really has Michigan on lock, Trump doesn't really need to worry about any other states because he wins the presidency by default. Okay, but Trump needs to focus on these 5 states plus Michigan so he doesn't get complacent in that state. Same thing with Joe Biden and Maine at large. Okay, is that he needs to focus more on the Midwest, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Those are the 3 states, and maybe Illinois as well. Okay, because of the whole problem with the immigration in Chicago. Okay, maybe put a few ads on that, and like the areas hit hardest by immigration, saying, hey, I hear you. Okay, I may have been, not the best choice for president, but I will do a good job. I will make sure I will solve your immigration crisis. And do the same thing of New York and Denver. Okay, those are the 3 cities that are hurt hardest by the immigration that Joe Biden has, the border that Joe Biden refuses to protect. Okay, and say, hey, I will solve your problem. Joe Biden won't. That's basically the whole campaign messaging in New York and Illinois. Okay, and those states will be within 10, but I still think Joe Biden will win both states. But if Trump really hammers it home on these states, we might be seeing a bigger election than anyone is predicting. Okay, of course, it's only February. The election still has 9 months later left. And polls of Joe Biden could get better or worse for Joe Biden. Let's just see 2 scenarios. Polls get better for Joe Biden, which means Trump probably won't win Virginia and Minnesota. Michigan and Georgia will be swing states again. Trump will probably still win Nevada, which means Trump will have to spend money in Georgia and Wisconsin. But if polls get worse for Joe Biden, okay, if polls get worse for Joe Biden, and Joe Biden continues to do worse in some states, New Mexico, which is he's only up by 8 in, he could lose New Mexico. Or no, not lose New Mexico. He could do worse in New Mexico. He could do worse in New York. He could put that state under the line. And he could lose, and Biden could possibly lose Illinois, and Trump may even win Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. Which makes the swing state map kind of look strange. Oh yeah, and Trump would probably, okay, Pennsylvania would still be a swing state, but it would be very strange And this is the swing state map of Joe Biden continues to crater in the polls, where Biden continues to do worse and worse and worse in the polls. Okay, this is a president that's getting his approval rate is tanking and tanking because of the open borders. Okay, Trump just needs to say the right things and he becomes president. As simple as that. Okay, but that's what he's doing. He's saying the right things and he's doing well in the polls. Okay, Joe Biden, he's basically just like a walking corpse at this point. Okay, and maybe Biden can finally go to his nursing home that he really needs to go to. Just being honest, here and now. But I don't see Trump getting Oregon and Colorado close. Okay, Colorado, if the immigration crisis gets worse in that state, he could do better in that state. But also Boston has an immigrant crisis as well. But Boston is Boston. It strains. As I was in favor of California. Okay, those states are never going to learn the lessons. Okay, but you definitely see the strain map. If it gets way worse for Joe Biden being like this, I foresee the neutral scenario, which means these states stay blue. Arizona becomes a swing state again. Illinois stays blue, and New York stays blue. And we see a map like this. Okay. Okay, New Mexico and New York may be on the edge, and Illinois may be within 10. Well, I could be a 10 for 10, same with Connecticut and New Hampshire. But Biden is probably still going to win all those states very easily, same thing with Maine. And Trump's going to likely win Michigan, and this is the map. These are the 5 swing states that I consider of 2024, if the polls are completely accurate and are true. Okay? As well. But if things like let's just say that another Great Depression happens during let's say it happens like during July or March, yeah, Illinois and New York and New Mexico, Colorado, heck, even Oregon and Connecticut may become swing states and may not lodge in New Hampshire. Okay, and Trump may just soar up Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, and Virginia and New Mexico might be within like Trump plus 3 or 4 as well. Okay, and we also forget that that border is still gonna be wide open. At least in California and Arizona. Okay. But yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.